This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yes.
Are you fine? Really?
Viewer discretion is advised.
SHMACKEMAGOB, it's time for the only news that matters, and I want to thank Chris B for that unique SHMACKEMAGOB intro. Thank you so much, Chris. If you want to send a SHMACKEMAGOB intro for the news, send it to this email right here. Alright, let's get into the news. Sad news, Tawny Kitaen passed away. She became famous for the Whitesnake videos, but actually her very first rock video, as far as I know, was Back for More. Rat, you know, she was dating Robin Crosby. And my favorite thing that she's ever been involved with was Bachelor Party. Like you saw a little clip in the beginning of the news. That movie cracks me up. So, my condolences to her friends, her family, and her fans. She was an icon. Rest in peace, Tawny Kitaen. Alright, next story. Johnny Solinger, ex-lead singer for Skid Row, has been diagnosed with liver failure. And he said, like most musicians, he doesn't have health insurance and he's going to put up a fundraiser soon. And this is terrible. Once I see he puts up that fundraiser, I'll be sure to share it in the news on a future episode. And I know most people can't accept Skid Row without Sebastian Bach. But I really like some of the stuff, especially those two last EPs. I think it's great stuff. Anyway, all the best to Johnny. He's in my thoughts and prayers. Get well, Johnny. Next story. Scott Rockenfield has launched a cryptic new Queensryche-centric website that implies he is plotting his return to the music scene. The drummer, who hasn't performed with Queensryche in more than 4 years, took to the Facebook page earlier today to write, "Are you ready to rock? I am." And then he puts the website, which is Queensryche2021.com. And he says, "Welcome to the new world. Join the Legion." What the hell is going on here? This is strange. I mean, if he's going to start another Queensryche, I mean, it ain't going to work unless you bring Jeff Tate and Chris DeGarmo. If he does that, then he's going to have one more original member than the current Queensryche, which I love that current Queensryche. You know, those albums they did with Todd Delatorre are awesome. A return to form, if you ask me. But I'm very interested. What does this guy have going on? Oh boy. Another Queensryche? We shall see. Alright, next story. Alex Van Halen just celebrated a birthday and he wrote, "My first birthday without you, Ed. The view from the drum set will never be the same. VH forever. Alex Van Halen, May 8th, 2021. The brothers were so close, man, and they loved each other a lot. And I can't even imagine the heartache that Alex is going through being without his brother. Not only the world lost the greatest guitar player, in my opinion, but so did his brother, his wife, his son, his loved ones. It's such a terrible loss. Rest in peace, King Edward, and happy birthday to Alex Van Halen. Such an underrated drummer. Everybody should go listen to Out of Love Again off Van Halen 2. And listen, just pay attention to what Alex is doing during that song. Alex is a god. Okay, next story. Charlie Benante says the next Anthrax record is going to be the best LP we ever released. Boy, is that deja vu or what? This guy says this every time they're about to release an album. It's the best one we've ever done. It's gotten to the point where Charlie should just get a rubber stamp that says this is the best album we've ever done before they release the next Anthrax album. Alright, next story. Greta Van Fleet are convinced that rock music is not dead, at least not in the way that Gene Simmons thinks it is. In 2014, Simmons sparked outrage in the music world after saying that Rock did not die of old age, it was murder. However, Greta Van Fleet's vocalist Josh Kiska, I think that's the name that Hobbit's name is pronounced, believes that the genre isn't so easily defeated and states that rock music is in fact a very elastic and eclectic genre. Then he goes on to suggest maybe the world of rock that Gene remembers is dead. That's funny coming from a guy that rips off a band from the world of rock Gene remembers. I'm not going to go into this whole rock is dead thing. Rock will never die. You know, Gene can say what he wants. And honestly, I'm not a fan of Greta Van Fleet. I just can't stand this dude's voice. But hopefully this Hobbit will accomplish the mission of throwing that ring in the fire of Mordor. All right, last story. David Ellefson. This story just broke today. So I don't have all the details, so I'm not going to judge the guy. Except for one thing. What the fuck were you thinking to get on FaceTime and jack off to somebody that obviously you can't trust? You can't trust anybody. I mean, I'm not going to judge the guy because believe me, what he did on FaceTime, I've done far sicker shit than that. But I wouldn't do it on FaceTime. This girl he sent it to showed it to her friends, and then her friends ended up showing it to the internet. What the fuck were you thinking? Now, I see a lot of people on both sides. Some people are accusing him of being a pedophile. Other people are defending him. So far, what I gather from the story, if it's even true, that he was talking to this girl when she was 17. But according to the girl, nothing sexually was going on when she was 17. They would just talk about bass guitar stuff. It wasn't until she turned 18 or 19 that it got sexual. That's what she's saying. Who knows if it's all true? I'm not here to judge the guy, except for, what the fuck were you thinking, man? Doing that on FaceTime. Now, he's married, okay? So a lot of people, his poor wife, that's fucked up. Yeah, it is fucked up. He's doing that while he's married, unless he's in an open relationship with his wife. We don't know. Maybe she's cool with that. Maybe she doesn't mind him doing that. Maybe she does the same thing to other people on FaceTime. Who knows? I'm not saying she does. I'm not saying she doesn't. If it's not an open relationship, then I don't think there's happiness glowing in the Ellefson household as we speak. And he does have kids, so I'm sure he's beyond embarrassed about this whole thing. He gets on FaceTime and he beats his meat to some girl that's a fan of his. So it looks like she got a very special meet and greet. Now, I'm recording this on Monday, and this is a brand new story. Not a lot has been flushed out yet. And Ellefson is pretty squeaky clean. I have never heard any controversy from this guy. You know, he makes this mistake, and I'm pretty sure he is not going to repeat this mistake.
First mistake, last mistake.
Another thing is that he's a preacher. Now, his wife, I don't know, it's a possibility she may forgive him if they're not in an open relationship. Who knows? But I know for sure whoever goes to his congregations is going to stop going. There he messed up, for sure. Now, I see people using the word grooming, like he was grooming this girl because when she was 17, he just talked bass stuff. And then later, when she came of age, is when he started talking sexual to her. And they call that grooming. You get their trust when they're 17, then when they're at age is when he starts doing it. So, hey, if that's true, that's pretty messed up. Barely 18, my dick I'll touch. Megadeth did release a statement. They said, "We are aware of the recent statements regarding David Ellefson and are watching developments closely. as it relates to creativity and business. We are all familiar with one another. However, there are clearly aspects of David's private life that he has kept to himself. As this situation unfolds, it is important that all voices be heard clearly and respectfully. We look forward to the truth coming out. And that's how I feel. I feel like, let all the truth come out. You know, I've been goofing on the guy this whole time, but I'm not accusing him of anything that they're accusing him of. But geez, man, what an idiotic thing to do. I can't help but goof on him. This morning, I get a message right when I wake up. My guitar player sent a link to the Twitter. I don't know what's going on. And I click on it, and it's him masturbating. The guy edited it. It's more than one time. It's more than one jack-off session. And he edits it to the cum shot. It's like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, whoa, man. And talk about high-speed squirt. A symphony of eruptions. Countdown to erection. So far, so good. Me so horny. So yeah, a total boneheaded move on David Ellefson. All the truth will come out, and probably I'll have more on this story as it unfolds on future news episodes. We shall see, but man, in the end, this is messed up shit, man. Just the fact that he did this on FaceTime. I can't help goofing on it. That's why I'm gonna do one more parody song. Lost my wife. Lost all my money. I lost it all on a FaceTime call. All right, that is the news for this week, my friends. Thank you for watching. Check out my podcast, the VIERA Vault and the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal below. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay frosty and jack-a-magob. I mean, schmack-a-magob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain.